right, guys. Welcome back. Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, X, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Today we discuss the collapse of body positivity, finally, campus extremism, what's happening in Charlotte, North Carolina, and more advice from liberals on who you should be dating. This is fantastic. I came across this on TikTok. There is house cleaning Olympics. So do with this as you may.
Housekeeping Olympics, where housekeepers from some of the biggest hotels on the Las Vegas Strip compete in cleaning-themed challenges, like a speed bed-making competition, a vacuum race which includes wrapping the power cord, the mop relay, and other challenges. The housekeepers are judged on how fast and accurately they
I want to know who the winners are so I can hire them.
There are gold, silver, and bronze medals for each event, as well as world records and an overall property winner. The teams have crazy team spirit and themes that represent their hotel, even performing choreographed spirit dances that could seriously sell out a strip.
This must be really good cleaners.
And Staples business team placed third, Resorts World placed second, and Arya Vidara won overall.
This is how we make America great again. Okay, so I say we take all the illegals and we do another one of these competitions. We see who can clean the best, the most efficient, who has the best attitude. And this is how we should do. You know, in other countries, they do like the citizenship giveaways where you can like win. I say we take like the top couple thousand, maybe 1,000 winners from there. And boom, not only do you get citizenship, we put you right in one of those hotels and you have a job. I know that sounds racist in theory, but that's one of the best ways we could go about this and the most humane by far, because you've proven your skills, you've proven dedication, and then boom, we put you straight in a job, we get you a social security number, you're paying taxes. I mean, how could you not get behind this? I think it's one of the best ways we could go about it. And we already have the competition set up. It's like the Hunger Games, but super positive and like a fantastic outcome, and no one's harmed. So that's what I would like to propose if I could move this up the ladder into Congress. I got connections, so we'll see. Gavin Newsom's disaster tour continues. So he leaves chaos everywhere he goes. We know that. He leaves fires as well. Newsom blames climate change for Pacific Palisades not being rebuilt fast enough.
In my state included, which is one of the most blessed and cursed states as it relates to climate. We're on the tip of the spear of climate change, simultaneous droughts and simultaneous floods. The hots are getting a lot hotter, the dries drier. You saw one of the most devastating wildfires in American history in the middle of winter in Los Angeles in January. 100-mile-an-hour winds attached to fire. And as we rebuild, the number one concern people have is, how do I get my home insured? And how do you get a developer to develop a home that can't get a mortgage, which requires home insurance? So from across the spectrum, from financial risk to the issue of cost of living, which is universal, to global competitiveness, this is a no-brainer.
Did we do a whole episode with Priya about how the insurance people in California are like the most like fraudulent people in the country? So he's leaving out a huge part of the Palisades not being rebuilt. It's because they're issuing fines for people to clear brush. It is quite literally toxic. Everything's toxic there. They won't give you permits. No one will insure it. And he's also missing the most important part, which is when the guy set fire to the Palisades. He's at a climate conference in Brazil, which, by the way, I assume he flew first class there, if not private. So he went to a climate conference. Even Bill Gates recently was like, yeah, climate change is like actually kind of bullshit, you guys. We watched crackheads, homeless people start the fires and loot, and a guy literally got caught and went to jail for starting the fires. Okay. And then did you clear brush? No. You knew we were going to have winds. Did you do anything? No. Did you water anything? Did you warn anyone? No. You did our power lines underground. No. You did nothing. Nothing. It's not cursed and blessed. We're just ran by a literal sociopath. That's the problem. That's why I actually believe the next governor of California is going to be a Republican. We have a video of one of my best friends, Avery.
So Gavin Newsom just flew on a private plane funded by the taxpayer dollars to a climate conference in Brazil where they had to cut down 100,000 trees for the event. What were his talking points? Trump's a dictator, of course, but not before he pretended like he was an expert in wildfire prevention response. This guy's a goon. You can't make this up. He also made the claim that he's doing everything for the EV market, but he ran Tesla, the number one EV company, out of the state of California. So I don't know how that works. But Gavin Newsom has never been one for the truth. He's one for theatrics. So watch him go on a global stage and talk about how Trump's a dictator.
I believe in the rule of Don, D-O-N. That's what we're up against in the United States of America.
He's so evil looking. It's crazy.
I hope you understand and are absorbing what's going on in the United States of America. Donald Trump does not believe in our founding fathers.
Someone stole our trash cans last night. All 4 to 6 of our trash cans were missing when I woke up this morning. I couldn't throw my trash away. Like, I don't understand. It's not Trump. Like, I don't even know how the city is ran this bad. We get one day of rain. Everything's flooded, trash everywhere. It's disgusting. And then I go to throw my trash away as a normal citizen, and there's no trash cans. Like, someone stole them. We're stealing trash cans. They have our address spray painted on it. That's the craziest part. He's a psycho. If you don't follow Avery, she's one of my favorite people. She is amazing. So he entered office with a $13.8 billion surplus, and he's leaving with a $46.8 billion deficit. If that is not failure, then I don't know what is, you guys. That is crazy. And here's the thing. How are we in a deficit? But he's still able to make collect that real estate, build that portfolio. His businesses are going good. He has, his wife's new office, all this stuff. That is so much money gone. That is so much money gone. He's like, oh yeah, Joe Rogan won't have me on. What? Joe Rogan will just call you out on all your lies, and he's actually smart, and you're not going to be able to debate him on that. His track record of failure speaks for itself. Any person running for governor of California with a brain will come in, they will have that track record, and they will present it. And what you're going to change? It'll be different this time. We're not that stupid. A lot of stupid people here, but we're not that stupid. California wrongly issued 17,000 commercial driver's licenses to non-citizens. Oh, but I was told by Democrats that wasn't happening. I was told they weren't voting. They're not coming here to do bad things. They're not driving. Yeah. So they're here. And they're on the roads. And do you guys ever think that maybe this is why your insurance is $3,000 a month? Because you're getting in car accidents with people who aren't even citizens and nevertheless don't have insurance, okay? This is what you need to understand. The reason why all your bills are so high is because you're paying for other people. When you get into a car accident and the guy's an illegal, doesn't even have insurance, you know who's paying for that? You. Everything is for you, okay? They'll just leave. If things get hard, they literally just bail. They have no consequences here. His former chief of staff was arrested for allegedly stealing $225,000. Well, guess what, guys? You are the company you keep. People around you tend to be like you. Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised at all. Hopefully they, pay it back or spend some time in jail. Probably nothing will happen because Gavin Newsom's still in charge. The collapse of body positivity in America's beauty culture has entered a bizarre, hyper-commercialized era from preschool skincare routines to the sudden loss of body positivity since the introduction normalization of GLP-1s. So Shay Mitchell is a celebrity. She's an actress with 35.2 million followers, and she just launched a skincare line called Reenie. That's an ugly name. For children aged 3 and up. I mean, so I saw online, she's getting a lot of backlash. And it is kind of funny to be like, oh my, most people are in like, oh, we're living in the worst. We're literally living in the best of times. What year would you want to go back to? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, today is the greatest day ever for us. And then tomorrow and next week, like, I don't know when did you want to go that's better? You know what I mean? But it is a bit crazy to be like, everything's horrible and we're under dictatorship. But Let's get some 3-year-olds some skincare. Yeah, not only do kids not need anything, this is just like hyper consumerism on such a disgusting level. We are the fattest, dumbest, biggest pieces of shit. We need nothing. We need things taken away from us. We need significantly less. It's also crazy. I see all these girls on TikTok. They have like, they're like 19 and they have like 30 products and they have like a full face of acne. I'm like, babe, that's not good. You don't need any of that. You're not supposed to have that. Your body and your skin, it produces the things you need. All you need to do is just eat healthy and go in the sun. I would introduce a sunscreen, but I don't know what, like maybe 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you'll be fine. Most people are starting sunscreens at 30, okay? But I'm like, this is so gross and like tone deaf and weird. And that's the thing, these people are just here to just sell. Celebrities here are just to sell you crap you don't need. And also, what a horrible thing for a child to think like, oh, I need a face mask. Or like, oh, my friends are getting face masks and now I'm not. I'm like, oh my God. No, you need to go to like Malaysia for a week. That's what you need to do. You need to like have some sort of context of what the rest of the world is. I was thinking about this morning. I'm like, there was kids on TikTok and they're in a garage and they're playing music. I'm like, oh, thank God. Is this making a comeback? Because what do kids do now? They sit on iPhones? I don't know, like they watch porn and they like see things about how Trump is a dictator. Like, this is just bad. This is bad for everyone. This is bad for, hopefully her company tanks. I don't know. We have Amy Schumer talking about, notoriously very funny woman, talking about GLP-1s 7 months ago.
I wanted to share, and keep it 100 with you.
Is she in the drive-thru?
Years ago.
Krispy
And yes,
Kreme
this is completely unsafe to be driving and making a video.
So why are you doing it?
3 years ago, I tried Wegovy and I was like puking. I couldn't handle it. I don't know if they've changed the formula, whatever. But anyway,
she's like, it didn't taste like cream.
Health meeting with
I couldn't handle it.
MIDI Health, MIDI Health, and it was cheap. I wanted to try it myself because I wanted to recommend it to like my friends who are like nurses and teachers. Anyway,
you don't have friends.
They put me on estrogen and progesterone because I realized I was in perimenopause. And
I can't believe a guy came inside her
from being in perimenopause.
Maybe she has a good personality. I don't know.
My hair is fuller. My skin is better. I have more energy. I want to get down more. If you know what I mean.
That's not good.
I'm talking about sex.
Take that away from her immediately.
And
nope.
Yeah. So that's been great. And Mounjaro's been great. And look, it's
Mounjaro. So that's one of the like
have diabetes.
What's the popular one everyone's on?
Most of the
Ozempic, yeah. So that it's like one of those. Which, by the way, apparently, if you're a woman and you take Ozempic, it like messes up your vagina. It makes your vagina like lips really weird. So I'm just throwing that out there. That is common knowledge. You can look it out there. It's like Ozempic vagina. I can't just go to the gym. I don't know why that would be worth it. So she deletes all of her pre-weight loss photos and social media. I'll say it. She looks better. She looks better because she looked like shit before. But I'm just like, this is the thing. All the celebrities that pushed body positivity, which they were unhealthy. They were all fat as hell. That's why I said I wanted to have a show where they come on, I bring doctors, and we do all their lab work. And so when they're sitting there presenting their body positivity movement, we just shut it down with facts. The thing is, then all of a sudden, all of that goes out the window because these weight loss drugs come in. And then I'm like, oh, so let me guess. You look better. You feel better. You're probably dying on the inside because I will say these weight loss drugs, I am pretty sure they're slowly killing you. I'm pretty sure like even if you start taking them, you like can never get off of them. But I'm like, look, you guys look better, but at what cost? Like, why not just diet and work out? Do coke, smoke cigarettes, be so hungover like I used to do that you throw up. And the only thing you can eat that day is saltines. That's how I managed to be 93 pounds up until almost my 30s, okay? And that's gotta be healthier than Ozempic. Like, I'm sorry. I was still able to work out, hike every day. And when you know you're gonna go out and you already are skinny, you just eat enough so that you don't black out and throw up. That's it. And then you drink. That's how you stay skinny. I mean, the 90s supermodels did it and I did it and it worked out. You don't need Ozempic. We have Billie Eilish and I hate it because I love her music. Oh, I love her music. I hate talking shit on people when I really like the art they create. She is continuing to just go after Elon Musk as the first trillionaire. Good. I don't care. I want to be around rich people. I like them. They tend to benefit my life and not take that much away. I don't feel bad about rich people. Millionaires, billionaires. I have no negative feeling towards them. I hate some of them as people. You know what I mean? But so she was going off on her little tangent about, rebuild Gaza. Why do we have to rebuild Gaza? Why is that our thing? And so Elon Musk responded to her. And he was like, so he had recently posted that he is willing, if the UN could solve world hunger, as this is all we talk about, he was willing to pretty much fund it. And also I'm like, well, Billy, you're worth how much money? Like 100 million, 50 million, whatever it is. I don't understand. Why is it up to Elon Musk to do these things, but you are never willing to put all your money in? If being rich is so stupid and so lame and makes you a bad person, then why would you even want to keep any of your money? Give it away. Also, Billy, if rich people are so bad in capitalism, why aren't the tickets to your concert free? Why is that? Huh? I'm sure you're profiting quite a bit from that. The problem is people like Elon Musk are smart. And it's like, no, if he gave this money, he knows nothing good would happen. Nothing would happen. A bunch of people would take it, give it to themselves, and world hunger would be the exact same thing. And intelligent people who aren't, mentally damaged from being online too much understand that. You know what I mean? Like the same way if you were to give everyone the same starting place and the same opportunities and the same capital, most people would end up at the exact same place they are. Because equal opportunity does not equal equal outcome. Some people have better work ethic. Some people are smarter. Some people are better at investing. This whole thing is like, oh, we'll just give them money. Half of them are like literally animals. Half of these people live in like sticks, huts. They're nuts. They're like eating each other. They're like eating animals. Like, I'm sorry, giving people money doesn't solve. Look at America. Look how much money we give away. And what has it solved? What SNAP benefits? They're even fatter. What has any of this solved? Nothing. That's the problem. It doesn't solve anything. You can lead a horse to water. You got to get them off the SNAP benefits. Campus extremism. So universities are supposed to be places of learning, not racist attacks on conservatives. The left is getting more violent and more radical and publicizing it for all of the world to see. So we have a Muslim, shocking, far-left extremist who severely beat a Turning Point USA attendee on their face after robbing them at UC Berkeley and has been identified as Jesus Christ, you guys. He's been identified as jihad for something. Jihad. Islamic. I don't know. This is the second story now. Their name was literally Jihad. That's like my first name being white supremacist. Like, that's actually really crazy. So we have a video of the assault where an onlooker says, "You're bleeding, white boy." That sounds nice.
Break it up! Break it up! Police! Break it up! Police! Break it up! Hey, white boy! Break it up! You bleeding, bitch! Yep. Back. Hey, white boy! You're bleeding, white boy! Hey, white boy! You're bleeding!
Damn.
What happened? What happened, white boy? Relax. Take a deep breath. Relax.
So funny. Notice how they all wear masks, but they're like, ICE agents shouldn't be allowed to wear masks. I'm like, well, you guys all do.
What happened, white boy? Hey,
You guys are obsessed with hiding your identity. This is one of the problems with things going on is the violence against us is just becoming increasingly worse. I mean, I don't feel that safe going to events. And if I'm walking around, I'm like, I wish I was Jasmine Crockett and I could have $50,000 of security because we're the ones that actually need it because we're the ones constantly getting attacked and also death threats. I get 1 million of those a month. And like, this is why these people, well, I'm sure religion of peace. At it again. I don't know what this guy was doing. I'm not going to defend him, but I don't think that words need to result in violent actions. How about that? We have Trust Fund Kid Hassan Piker glorifying Mao. That's nice.
Oh, no way!
It's a small one.
It's the first version.
It's the first. Wait.
Yeah. Really?
Is that a Bible?
No, that's the little red book.
It is
basically.
The little red book?
The little red book?
It's the red Bible is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some may say more important than the Bible. Some may.
Oh, God.
Especially over here.
Yep.
Well, I don't think he's read the Bible.
I know. That's crazy.
He's like, oh, thank you so much. Mao historically was a really good person. No one died underneath that reign. And he's just really, really excited. Just give him an original Mein Kampf. He'll be super happy. That's right up his alley. We have CNN's strange obsession with white supremacy. Amen. Yes, finally. Hitler.
You want a white
Moving to
nation?
Arkansas, guys.
Build a white town.
This is Eric Orwald. I visited him in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas, where he's building a settlement for white people only.
Hell yeah.
So far, land has been cleared, a well has been drilled.
You can't be like me and just immigrate here.
You're European, so you would be eligible.
Like many millennial men, Eric came of age in an internet culture that embraced taboo.
You can't even discuss the fact that certain races demonstrate low IQ.
And a political climate where white people are told they are being villainized and being replaced.
In political terms, this policy is
replacement
called
theory. It's real, whether you like it or not.
I think America is due to become a minority
white country for the first time in the 2040s. Are you concerned about that?
Of course I'm concerned about that.
It's why he's building this.
This guy looks lovely.
Have you got here?
This guy looks like the best neighbor you could ask for.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't see, like, I hate to say it, I don't really see anything wrong with it. If you don't like that, then don't go there. Like, seriously, I don't care. Like, I don't want to live in Arkansas or wherever it is, so, I won't be there. But I'm like, you guys realize that Black people beg for segregation all the time. Do you not remember during the pandemic, it was like a Black-only spaces, Black people are welcome. Why? Like, they would literally go up to white people like, why are you in a library? This is a Black space. We only feel safe here. Only support Black-owned businesses, blah, blah. I'm like, babe, that's segregation. You guys want it so bad. And let's be real. There's a lot of places that are very dangerous. Let's say Chicago, where if you're white and go there, you're probably not going to be treated well. And they kind of don't want you there. Hispanics in Los Angeles as well. They don't like when you come to their neighborhoods. But I'm like, all that is like literally segregation. It's not by law. I don't think by law they're going to be, the state's going to protect them. But I don't see anything wrong with you wanting to go live in butt Egypt by yourself around people that look like you. And he seems really nice and normal. So I'm like, I'm sorry. It's not white people pushing for this. It's every other race that pushes for it. Okay? And then when we want to do it, all of a sudden it's a problem. I don't care. Go for it. Another CNN story about Hitler. They love
blood
talking about him.
found on material from a sofa in Hitler's bunker have been DNA tested, and the results suggest he may have had a rare genetic condition. According to a documentary set to air in the UK, Hitler's DNA has a genetic marker associated with Kallmann syndrome, which can delay puberty, lead to low testosterone levels, and a micropenis. So researchers say if the finding is accurate, it may explain some of the long-running rumours about Hitler's health, including that he had one testicle.
We already know from historical
he was
documents
trans.
that Hitler had right-sided cryptorchidism, so an undescended testicle. And there are these sort of rumors about how during World War I...
This is journalism, finally.
...for having very small genitalia. So I'm at pains to say that, from the genetic evidence, we cannot say anything about Hitler's genitalia, but it fits nicely with what we already know about
with all the problems going on. I'm glad
there's something going on.
We're finally getting to the bottom of this.
Researchers say there's not enough detail to evaluate the claims exactly, and the documentary makers didn't get any fresh DNA from any of Hitler's living relatives.
Yeah. I mean, this guy, I'm like, imagine going to work that day and they're like, Carl, this is the story you're breaking. Look, as a woman, you're telling me he had some puberty issues. He had a small dick. He had, one ball. I mean, wasn't he like a f***y art school kid? And then he got like kicked out of art school. And that's like, I mean, dude, this is why when we see this shit now, we stop it in its footsteps. Because I'm like, no, you can't be small dick, f***y art school, super angry, one ball. Dude, I read so much crazy stuff about Hitler that I never see on like anything mainstream. I'm like, didn't he like have like a girlfriend? Wasn't his like girlfriend he forced to be his girlfriend, like his first cousin, and she like blew her brains out, but then like somehow survived, and then like the second girlfriend tried to kill herself? I read the craziest shit all the time, but I'm like, as a woman, I see how all of those things could resort to being a really shitty person. Yeah. Not easy to make jokes on this one, obviously. But, excited to see what they find about his one ball and small dick and how that can affect the modern climate of politics today. So that's good. That's why, He had like Napoleon syndrome. All this, short, you can't, short, crazy, failed art school, and little dick. You can't do all of those. That's going to lead to a crisis in the world. We have Charlotte, North Carolina breaks down over immigration, the crisis there.
We have a little man sitting in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue who really believes that Hitler was the greatest man ever on earth, whose whole vision is to be just like Hitler, and is trying to create a 1940s Germany right here in the United States. And like then, many people said, well, it's them, it's not me.
Who are they talking about? Is Nick Fuentes in North Carolina? I'm like, who are you guys talking about? God, Hitler is just the topic of subject all the time. I don't know what it was. I was booked on Fox like 6 weeks in a row. And I was like, can you guys stop putting me on these panels? Can you give me some like pop culture? Every topic, it was like across the screen. It was like my face, it said Hitler. And I was like, you guys realize I can't use these clips. I cannot use these clips on social media. So therefore, please stop booking me on the opinion on Hitler panels. I'm like, did you think my opinion was going to like sway debating on like what day I was like on the show? I'm like, very bad. Very bad. Don't want to talk about it. But we also, look, we got to stop calling people Nazis. We got to stop, saying they're like Hitler. I mean, it's insane. Even, when someone's like, she's evil. When someone calls me evil, I'm like, dude, like, what do you... Like, think about true evil, someone like him. Am I really in the same ballpark? Seriously? When you call Donald Trump Hitler, it takes away from everything historically bad that happened. I will say, though, a lot of people actually have no idea what happened. They're not very educated on history, so it makes a little bit more sense. But I'm like, let's stop calling everybody Hitler and Nazis. Let's save that for when it matters. Like when we're talking about, however many years later his penis size, because that's what we need. We need to stick to the facts here, okay? We have a supermarket in Charlotte offers free delivery for illegals. Uber Eats for illegals?
Markets, and we announced today that we're removing all delivery fees for online shopping through our website, compareclt.com. So for all those customers who don't feel comfortable coming to the store in person, they can shop online, and then we will have it delivered through our delivery service to their home.
Okay, at ICE, somehow hack into that system, figure out every address of who does not feel comfortable to go to the grocery store, and then go arrest them. Is that not illegal? Is that not like literally messing with the law to like evade deportations? Like that seems crazy. Also, it's so funny. Oh, so if you're illegal, you get no service fees. So it's like, okay, I don't even understand. So are you guys willing to take the cut out of your own company to help people that don't feel comfortable? Also, it's America. It's not going to be illegals doing that. They're going and getting their groceries. It's going to be like fat white liberals who are like, oh, hell yeah, I don't have to pay delivery fees today, so they don't have to like leave their house. But I'm just like, that's crazy. And then I have to pay $9.99? I have to have Postmates, Uber Eats, DoorDash, because God forbid, like, John and Vinny's is only on DoorDash. So I have to have like all three and I have to pay $30 a month. That's nuts. It's nuts, you guys. ICE, do your thing. Open border radicals and leftists follow and confront DHS agents in a wooded area. They're screaming at the officers because they don't want illegal foreign nationals sent back home.
You're stupid! You're stupid! Go for the fucking camera! Piece of shit!
Are there illegals in the woods? Why are they there?
Fuck you!
Oh, God.
Fuck you!
I would hit her right in the face. I don't know. The last episode, I must have been talking about why you should be able to hit women. And I'm doubling. Someone was like, yeah, this is why I watch you. I'm like, that's weird. I don't like that. But I'm doubling down. You should be able to hit these women. Why don't they tear gas them or something? Why are they? I don't understand. How do these people know where ICE agents are going to be? And they have the time in their day to go find them and record them and yell at them. I'm like, are these people like hired by the Democrats in government? I'm like, how do you have this much time? Anything but a job. Anything but a job. I'm like, just what is the point in this? You can't interfere with this. It is a government issue. People voted for this. You don't just get to put your fat arm up with a camera and get involved. I'm sorry. We have Charlotte City Councilor Juan Arias says he was an illegal alien.
I grew up undocumented in Charlotte, in the neighborhoods that so many immigrant families call home. And today I stand before you as not only the first Latino, but the first formerly undocumented member of the city council.
You should have been deported. Why are you here today? Are you here legally now?
Yesterday, the sheriff's office confirmed that CBP will be in our city. However, no transparency, no accountability, no explanation, not to my...
Do you think if I traveled anywhere in the world and I overstayed my visa and I was there illegally, do you think anyone would have town meetings to make sure that I felt comfortable and I had free delivery service for groceries? Do you guys think that that happens quite literally anywhere in the world? Do you guys remember not that long ago, the stories about everyone living in Mexico who were going anywhere white people were and just harassing them and breaking the businesses because they were like, you guys come here, you do whatever you want, you don't speak the language, get the out of our country. I'm like, Oh, that was how the turntables have turned. This only happens here. It only happens here because we are so privileged and we ignore all the real issues that we can focus on this. And this is all the Democrats because they want all the illegal. You know what's so funny? I've never heard a liberal ever in conversation when it comes to, ICE, deportations, illegals. I'm like, you guys just like slave labor. I have never heard a valiant, don't hit me with they're people too. I don't care. They're not our people. I've never heard a value, like a legit argument coming from a Democrat that is not just defending the position of we love slave labor. They love cheap labor. That's it. We have more advice from the left on who you should and shouldn't be attracted to.
No one wants to date a bigot, and I think politics play a larger role in dating and dating choices by women than men are even capable of understanding. And then I think they sit on the internet and complain it's because they don't have enough money and they're too short. But really, it's because of your belief system. That's why women aren't dating you. If you voted for somebody who repeatedly bashes marginalized groups of people, bashes minorities, bashes women, has no respect for them at all, yeah, that says a lot about your character, and that's unattractive to most women because that's an ugly trait to have. It shows that you condone those behaviors. Young women are shifting more left, and if you continuously shift more right in response to that rhetoric, then yeah, it makes you more unattractive to them. Voting for a man who is proven guilty of violent crimes towards women is indeed an unattractive quality. It shows us that you don't care about how that affects women at all. And I think to a certain extent, these men understand that, which is why they're on their dating apps saying they're moderate, saying they're apolitical, and all of these things, when really we know who you voted for, and that does make you undateable, and it does make you unattractive because you condone terrible behaviors towards women and minorities, and that will never be attractive. If you want better results in dating, I implore you to change that belief system.
Well, no, they put that because they know you guys are easy to have sex with. They put that they're moderates or liberals because they're like, yeah, I can't wait to have sex with this girl because it'll be easy because she's a liberal and then I never have to call her again. What is this thing of like, we voted for like a criminal? I'm like, I'm sorry. Were you guys like a huge fan of Joe Biden's son during the presidency? The one who was like putting guns to hookers' head and being like, I don't want the yellow ones or the N-word ones. I'm like, did you guys turn a blind eye to that whole thing? You know what's so funny? I love women telling men what they should do. No, men don't want to have sex with an annoying bitch. That's the problem. You're annoying bitches. You don't bring anything to the table. You're over opinionated. No one cares what you have to say. You know, you have some basic job and, you know, you're online all day, so you think your opinions matter. They don't. They just want to have sex with you, and you guys are easier, and they know if you get pregnant, you'll have the abortions, but they don't respect you, and they don't want to hear your opinion. They lie. They lie to sleep with you, but that's it. It's like, oh my God, you have to, like, be political. What? You want to be politically aligned with a liberal man? Okay, then don't complain about them being cucks and being feminine and being broke. And also, then put the car down and split the bill and enjoy that then. But these women that complain, they actually want a conservative man. And trust me, the older they get, they will want that more and more. And then they complain about, like, you've cucked this entire society of men because anytime a man acts like a man, if you guys aren't too busy me tooing them and ruining their lives and careers, you're like disciplining them. Like, what are you, their mothers? I can't even imagine it, like, attempting to discipline the man I'm dating. He would be like, why don't you get the out of my house then? Like, seriously, like, why don't you shut up? These women need to be told to shut up more. I see all these women and all their opinions on dating, what they need as a man, blah, blah. I'm like, just enjoy being alone. Just get used to being alone. Women are going so far left, they're done, they're gone, and men are trending conservatively they're going right. Men are going right because this is too crazy over here. And honestly, it's just going to make it easier for the girls that are not clinically insane, to date and to be with those men. But I'm like, those men just want to sleep with you. That's it. They know you guys are significantly easier. They'll go to the date. They'll tolerate you talking about like your TikTok shop or whatever it is. And then they will be done with you. But these women are so overly opinionated. Like, I'm sorry, unless you have a successful marriage and children, why the fuck are you giving dating advice? I never understood that. It is the most opinionated people that have never successfully done the thing that they're opinionated about. I'm like, just don't talk. Just be hot. It will get you so far. It works for so many people. I see it every day in LA. Okay. We have Cynthia Erivo. I don't know. This thing from Wicked is on the GQ's Men of the Year cover, which I will say, I'm so used to men invading all of our covers. It's nice to see us throwing it back a little. So she's dressed like the Matrix. She's on the GQ Men of the Year issue. She's lesbian, right? I assume. I don't think, she doesn't look straight to me. This is the woman who I think is going to play Jesus Christ coming up. I'm kind of shocked GQ would allow this. I felt like they were kind of staying strong and they were staying a bit more masculine. But they got cucked. I mean, the comments like, this is why Trump won twice. That's so funny. And hey, septum theory. At it again. Never falls short. We have polls showing 40% of women aged 15 to 44 want to leave America. By God, be my guest.
A number of Americans say they want to leave the country permanently. This is according to a new Gallup poll. 20% of people say they want to live somewhere else. That's 1 in 5. And the shift is mainly driven by young women, ages 15 to 44. 40% of them say that they want to go. And Martha and I texted about this last night because I'm thinking we've had an opportunity to travel many places around the world. To me, there is no better place in America. If you were born here, George Bush used to say, you won life's great lottery. Exactly. You're an educated American woman. Your ticket, you write it yourself. But people want to leave.
Yeah, I think it's true. When you travel other places, which we both love to do, it's always fascinating, but then you're always glad to come home and you always appreciate the great things about this country. There's a lot of parallels in this group between the vote that we saw on Tuesday in New Jersey and in Virginia when you look at the age range. The other thing is that it doesn't ask, are you going to leave? It just says, basically it's like at a cocktail party, would you say, I really want to get out of here. I really want to leave the country. But they're not actually leaving the country. So it's just complaining, and there's a lot of Trump derangements.
They all want to be Emily in Paris.
No, that's literally, these girls are so stupid. That's literally what they think. They think they're like going to go to Paris and live in some like apartment in the movie that's like $30,000 a month. And they're going to like bang some like hot chef and everything's going to, and it's just like this like socialist lifestyle of like just having, martinis at noon. But that's the thing. They say they want to leave. And I'm like, who's stopping you? The border was open for years. You literally could have just walked across. I'm like, no one's stopping you. But that's the funniest thing is no one will actually leave. This is the only country where people will complain about how terrible it is and say they are living under a dictator. And even after all of that, they still won't leave. And I'm like, why is that? It's so easy. Oh, well, financially. No. You got it. If you can afford tattoos and septum piercings, you can afford a normal flight out of here. I will literally fund it. But yeah, it's the only place in the world that people hate. And for some reason, they just won't leave. But once again, this is all, between younger to middle-aged women. And I don't know what happens to women in America. I don't know what's going on with us. I don't know why everyone's nuts and they're just crazy. I mean, I've literally said, I was like, women at this point should lose the right to vote. We have single-handedly destroyed this country. We are contributing nothing voting-wise to it. Literally, we have too many rights. We have too many. The free speech has gotten out of control. The voting is extremely out of control. We could fix the country overnight. I'm like, we have too many rights. I don't know. Do we have to like roll it back for us to like behave just normal? Just normal now. Every girl now is like online complaining. I'm like, I can't rent an apartment because I do OnlyFans. Why was porn your first option? Why is OnlyFans and porn your first option in America? Try explaining that to a girl in like the sticks in Russia who like his only option is to literally sleep with men to survive. Oh no, I had everything at my fingertips, but I just decided first I'm going to try porn. Like that's where young girls are in this country. And I don't know how we change this. I think people need God. I think people need to go back to church. I think they need God. They need discipline. I don't think school's doing too much for people. It's gone very bad. We will explore that another time. We have a fat woman suggests to pay for Bill Cosby-type sex with drugged-up women.
If we actually grappled with the fact that sex negativity is what causes this type of behavior, then we could create a world where in a idyllically sex-positive world, someone is able to pay conscious women to come and be drugged so that I can get my kink out, my fetish on having sex with unconscious people. There's a consensual way to do that.
So we have a sex therapist specialist. We have a Arby's roast beef specialist. And she is now, it's always, how are you a specialist in sex when there's no way you're having that much? Or any at all? Like maybe you are so fascinated by it because you want to have it one day that this is the career you chose. But I'm like, so a liberal woman is saying that we should just let guys, knowingly, women will volunteer to be knowingly drugged and raped so we can accommodate those kinks. So instead of it being a productive society and shutting that down, being like Bill Cosby's behavior was unacceptable, we're just going to allow them to get it out in the facade of positivity. First, it's fat positivity. Now it's sex positivity. Oh, yeah, just be fat and slowly kill yourself. Oh, just these women will volunteer because they're well off to let them, drug and rape you. So instead of correcting any of this behavior in society, we're just going to allow people to do it and somehow think that things are going to get better. We are too sexual as a society. Too sexual. It's too sexual in real life, too sexual online. Women, dress your age, dress your body type. It's insane. Do you know how uncomfortable I feel wearing workout clothes in public? Now I wear an oversized t-shirt and baggy pants because when I walk around in all tight clothing, I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Guys can just see like my tits, ass, and vagina. Like why is this actually super acceptable? It's kind of insane. And girls have their ass. The amount of times I see like 13-year-old girls with cutoff shorts and their asses are out, I'm like, what? Like dude, you are surrounded by pedophiles. You are in Los Angeles. You are in West Hollywood. Statistically, you are around one right now. And I'm like, we've gone too far. Women are beautiful, and I'm not saying Sharia law. I'm not saying burqa. I'm just saying we need to kind of regain being classy. Now it's so funny. People will be like, oh my God, I was trying on jewelry. This guy's like, don't take it the wrong way. You're giving old money vibes. And I'm like, so I'm just giving not a trashy whore. Like I'm not giving that. That's not my vibe. But that is what we should all aspire to as females. So now females want guys to Bill Cosby all of us and want to make this socially acceptable. That's crazy. It's the feminists promoting that. But if I'm against that, all of a sudden I hate women, right? Yeah, we're like in clown world. A group of Portland activists doing full 1980s aerobics in front of ICE detention center. Women do not deserve the right to vote. Nope. No. We need to be put in mental asylums.
5, 6, 7, now to the grapevine. Good job.
Like, what does this do for us? How do these people afford to live in America and have jobs and they're not at work? That's what stresses me out. What Democratic Party convention put this together? I mean, they're outside of an ICE detention center. I'm like, God, just in a dream world, you would just take a firing squad. Like in a perfect world, you would just stop this behavior in its tracks. If I was in illegal getting arrested by ICE and I was going into the detention center and I saw that outside, I'd be like, oh, shoot, dude, what the is this? This country sucks. Get me out of here. I'd like kill all of them immediately. Like actually just take me back to, Somalia or, Mexico, whatever. Because at least that doesn't exist there. Imagine they're like, and then they look over and they're like, what the They look at the ICE agent and they're like, what the is this? And he's like, dude, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. This is Portland. There's a show about how stupid this place is. We'll be back with some more news next week. Thank you guys for joining. I will see you soon.